I'm so over it. I'm so over it. This update has destroyed my game. Absolutely destroyed.
It's a collision!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is the final race of the season. If you've been following along, we started off the season great. We had a few difficult races, but we were able to... We started off great, we had a few difficult, and we overcame it, and we're back up top. And then the update happened. The update happened, unfortunately for us, in the middle of a season. So it's hard to try and react to an update in the middle. Especially when you're first in the constructors, first for the team, first for the drivers, and then to have such a dramatic shift, it's very difficult because you can't really see where to improve. If you start off low and you can gradually see improvements, one thing, but when you start off here and then you just tank, it's hard to try and claw your way back up. So this new update has been brutal to us. Not only do I feel like the tire wear on the AI is ridiculous, but I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems like their tires don't wear at the same speed as the real people. It's also frustrating because every race almost we've had, every single race, we've had incidents where, you know, the other leading cars are not. Last race was one that we needed to win because of Constructors. You can see we're only 4 points ahead now in Constructors. And this is all since the new update. Red Bull has just been climbing, winning every single race. We needed to win last race in order for us to have at least a decent shot at Constructors. And we were. If you watched the last race, we were winning the entire race. The entire race. We had great pit stops, we had great strategies. We had great tire management. We weren't pushing the cars. But in the last quarter, the game decided the RNG was slap you. We spun out, or we went off the track, basically. Norris, he was in the lead, and he had like a 3-second lead, and he went off track. And then, you know, he was fighting Verstappen, and then in the last lap again, I don't even know what happened because I was so upset that I didn't care, you know. It was just, you know, I wasn't surprised. He was leading the entire race, then they freaking get him off track, and then another incident happened, so he ended up going from first the entire race, and I think he came in like 8th or 9th or something. Like, I was so mad. And then Russell, I don't even know what he came. Was it 4th, I think? I don't even know. It's just ridiculous. If I go to standings, would that tell us, actually? No, but, I mean, either way. I mean, our drivers aren't winning, and the chances are, if I was a betting man, I would say we're not going to win Constructors, because Red Bull is just... Rightfully so, they have the best driver, and they have the best team, and their car is ranked #1 in everything. But at the end of the day, you know, they're not crashing like we're crashing. They're not spinning off track. They're like, and it's so frustrating because my drivers on that stuff, they are ranked so high on their reactions. My drivers statistically should not be spinning off track. I mean, Verstappen only has 2 points more than these guys. If we go to drivers, scout drivers, go on overall rating, you can see my drivers are at 88. Okay, these guys have gone up a point. These guys are at 91. They can't physically be that better drivers anymore than our drivers are. So it's kind of frustrating. It's kind of frustrating. And then you also have drivers like Ricardo down here is at 85 on a team that's not doing as well. And he's beaten us now as well. It's just not making sense. They're not spinning out. They're not crashing. I can only imagine this race now. Something's gonna happen. So, listen, I hate to go into this not being positive. but I am so over it. It is... It got to a point where I was like, okay. I thought 5 races ago, I was like, I'm going to stop playing until they fix this because it's ridiculous. But I was like, you know what? Maybe it's just me that needs to adapt. And I'm only feeling this magnified issues because of it was halfway through the season. So you start off here and then drop to here. Maybe for me, it's just been more difficult. So I was like, maybe they're not going to update it. So I'll just carry on with it. So that's what we've done. Now we have 1 race left. And what I've actually done is I've saved it. I've created a save file, as well as the autosave one. So if they do end up doing an update, I'm going to come back to that save file when we have 1 race left, and we'll see if we can actually win Constructors. Right? We'll try it again if they update the game. But if they don't, this is what we're going with. So anyway, I'll come back to you guys as soon as we finish qualifying and all of that good stuff. I'll show you how we do. And, yeah, I mean, we'll go from there. Let me show you the circuit we're running on real quick. It's this beauty right here. It's a nice track. It's a nice track. It's a big track, but, you know, it's a nice track. It's another night race, I believe, yeah. We came 4th last season. Again, even this season, we're so much better this season, and I don't think we're even going to get that. So, we'll do a 2-stop strategy. It looks like sections, you need medium and low, which we don't have. Our car's not built for that. Unfortunately, we're not like Red Bull, where we're first in everything. We're first in, like, one thing. I feel like it would take, like, 20 seasons to be first in everything. And I ain't playing 20 seasons to get first in everything. That is just boring as hell. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute. Positive. Alright, guys, we're back. We had a pretty decent setup. To the point where practice 3, we didn't even really send them out. I only sent them out to get the track acclimatization done. And fun fact is, with Lando Norris, he was at 96% track acclimatization. I'm like, okay, I'll send you out for like 10 laps. Sent him out and he crashed. He was out of it. He was out. Anyway, weirdly enough, in qualifying, we had a stinker. Lando was out pretty much the first one. He was done. The second one, he was just out. I don't know how he managed to be slower than everyone else. Haas even beat him. But he was out. He didn't spin. He didn't do anything. He's just slow. And then Russell, also same thing. He's coming in at 5th. Luckily, like I said last race, I thought Verstappen was going to get a grid penalty at some point. Unfortunately for us, Perez, Hamilton, Sainz, Verstappen, they've all got grid penalties. So I don't know where they're starting. So I would have been happy if Lando and Russell were actually high up on the grid, but even with their penalties, they're probably going to be ahead of Lando now. Again, I'm pretty sure it's the game being like, you're not going to win. We're going to give them a grid penalty, but we're going to make you go incredibly slow on qualifying. I don't think Lando's been eliminated maybe once in the entire season, and now we're on the last race, and he's all the way down here. I don't want to get into it. You've already heard my opinions, so we're just going to get into this.
Race day and final.
Is it going to tell us, can we see where people are ranking? Not really. Alright, well, we'll see where they're going to rank when we get into the race. So, let's see. There's no rain. According to this, the fastest strat is going to be this one right here in the middle. We don't have any soft tires. Oh, actually, I think Lando does. Yeah, he does, because he didn't qualify. So that's one benefit, I guess, for him. So if we have him there, we could probably pull this one back a bit. Because his tires are going to be worn out more than that, I believe. Or we could have him go... You know what? We're sticking to that. We're sticking to that. Good for you. So here we go. And then for you, you do not have... You do not have any mediums. So you're going to go... 40... 24, 34... So you're going to be down here. And I think... We could probably pull this back to like here. We'll do that. It's pretty much the same strat as he had last time. So this is it. We're starting in second because of the grid penalties, which is good. And then 11th. Which sucks, but, you know, what can you do? The game is biased and broken and awful. So we're going to start this race here in a second. Let me just make sure we're set up. So we're going to go on this. Same thing for you. Go on this. And this is what we're going to try and do. There's 58 laps. Norris should get a pretty decent start. I'm kind of happy that he's 11th because he can take advantage of the soft tires. If he was in second place, he'd just get into first. And then he doesn't need to really pass anyone in first. So I'm hoping the soft tires for Lando's going to work out in his favor. Anyway, I'll be back. I'm going to get a soda water to make sure I'm not blurry. And let's see how we're going to do. We have to win this race. Let's see how we do. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I've got my soda water. I think we're going to do this guarantee. We're going to say he's going to come first. And we're going to say he's going to come fourth. I've got nothing to lose. I've got nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. So that's why, you know what? We're going to say he's going to come third. Don't care. Don't care anymore. This is our final hurrah. And this is what we're going to see if we can do. So let's go ahead and continue. Start race.
With the skies mostly clear, hold on tight.
I don't know what position Red Bull or any of those guys are in.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
I don't know what position they're in. We're getting passed already. Alright, Verstappen is in 10th, Perez is in 4th. Russell is already going down, but he is on medium tires. He is not on softs. So Norris, let's actually work on Norris because he's on mediums, so he should be able to pass. There we go. Pass Verstappen.
McLaren with a great overtake.
Why are you going so slow, my guy? Come on. Speed up! I feel like we're going so slow. Is it because it's dark or something? I don't know. But we are on deploy. Come on, I believe in you. I was actually hoping Norris in the first lap would make up a lot of positions with these soft tires. Turns out he's not really. Let's see what the tire strat is here. It's pretty mixed. It's pretty mixed across the board. Like I say, Russell doesn't have any softs. I don't know how these guys do either, to be honest with you, because they did qualify high. So they did, but whatever. I don't have any. Are all the people I'm racing on softs? Of course they are. Of course they are. Alright, let's switch this to overtake. We really, really, really need Norris to make some places here in the first 2 laps. Russell's gone into first, which is huge.
McLaren gain a position.
Alright, let's look at tyre wear. So Lando,
DRS enabled.
we're gonna have him push again here for a little bit, but we're not gonna have to. He's not gonna be able to push for long. He should be theoretically absolutely smashing through these guys in front of him right now. We're pushing. I'm assuming they're not, but he's not. He's not. So we're gonna have to drop him down to standard. I don't know. These guys all of a sudden are the best drivers on the grid. Go figure. Alright. Alright. This is it. We're in first. Not by much, and we were pushing. We're not pushing anymore. Unfortunately for us, we're in the same issue where Verstappen is right on Norris. And Verstappen, I believe, what tires is he on? Okay, he's on medium, but it doesn't matter because he's AI, which means he's going to pass us, even though we're on soft. And Perez is pretty high up there too. Even though they both had grid penalties, they're both pretty high up there. So unfortunately for us, wait, what's the matter here? So, we were in first place, and we were, as you can currently see, we're on standard pace, standard fuel push, and we're on neutral. And our first place driver just spun. And then over here, for some reason, his engine is at 45%, which is going to be slowing him down. How on earth did his engine, which was a brand new engine 2 races ago, it should be at 75%, because both of them had a new engine, but his is at 45%. How has this happened? I don't know. And how does our driver spin off? Who's this? It's spinning too. Did he hit us? What happened here? How did we spin up? We're in first place. Again. Russell's got a penalty.
Was that a crash? Multiple cars, I think. Let's take a look at the replay. Okay, here's the...
This is all RNG. All RNG. How's that my fault? How's that my fault? Russell has gone from 1st to 11th with a penalty. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. This game is dog shit. This update has just ruined this game for me. Absolutely ruined it. Again, another incident. Another incident. Every single race, our team has had incident after incident after incident after incident. Now we were in first place. We had a decent qualifying. We had the other 2 teams, or 3 teams really, with grid penalties to start the race. And our driver ends up going off track again. So he's spun off. He's now in 11th. Norris has engine problems with a brand new engine, basically. It's a race old, 2 races old. And he has a completely destroyed engine. It's just absolute rubbish. Absolute bullshit. I'm sorry. We're not going to win the Constructors now because of this.
Alfa Romeo just moved up a place.
How? How is Alfa Romeo passing Norris? Our car's not damaged. There's no reason for Alfa to be passing us. I am so over this game, man. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. This update has destroyed my game. Absolutely destroyed.
It's a collision.
Tell me this isn't just biased. We have 1 race to go for Constructors. 1. This is it. This is the final race that determines Constructors. And Russell spins out, and then again. He's had 2. He's had a spin out and a crash, and now he's out of the race. He was first. He was first. And the game's like, nope. They've crashed him. He is out. This is all RNG. This is nothing I did to cause this. None of the crashes or incidents we've had over the last 5 races, 6 races, 7 races, none of those incidents were me. They were all RNG. And now the game has taken us out of the race on the final race. They've retired his car.
Now just take a look at the McLaren.
I was watching it. Nothing happened. Haas?
And there we see the crash. And that was a bitter blow for the team.
Absolute
And
bullshit.
it may have really hurt their overall chances.
Oh, it's completely destroyed our chances, I'll have you know. Completely destroyed our chances. We have a car that is, for some reason, engine has just got destroyed. The engine has been destroyed somehow. If any of you know how, I would love to know in the comments. But our engine should be at 75% and it's at 45%. Our gearbox is at 50, it should be at like 70. Literally our car is destroyed right now. Going into this final race. Absolute complete and utter bullshit. Absolute bullshit. This game is so biased. It didn't want us to win. It did not want us to win. And that's not just me being like, oh, it doesn't want us to. No, it literally has proven itself over and over that it's like, I mean, it's taken us out of the last race. We were in first. We were winning. I'm very curious just to see how this race ends. Believe me, I want to just rage quit this game right now and be done with it.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this
But
lap.
I am very curious to how this game is going to finish. I'm curious to see how on earth this game is going to finish our race. I'm speeding it up because there's absolutely no reason for me to try and watch this at all. There goes Norris. His tyres are probably awful though. Not that bad actually. Let's keep him doing what he's doing.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Okay, there's our ERS gone. DRS is enabled. DRS is enabled.
There's been contact and several cars involved.
Another crash. I wouldn't be surprised if it's
We can
not
take a
us.
look now.
Let's take a look.
Okay, here's the Ferrari.
Okay, it's not us.
And that's a big smash.
What is happening? Speed it up.
And DRS enabled. DRS enabled.
Okay, so we're gonna pit him.
Leclerc has pitted.
Good for Leclerc. Such a joke, man. Such an absolute joke. Alright, we'll push him down.
running wide
Standard. I'm just curious how we can... I mean, there's nothing... I mean, we're speeding this up because there's just no chance I'm not. Obviously, Red Bull's going to win. But this is the last race. I'm so glad I saved it. So we have a saved
McLaren
game before
gained the
this
position.
race. So if they do actually have an update and they admit that
That
this
sounds
is
like someone's
absolutely
gone wide there.
ruined. Oh, Verstappen actually
take a
did
closer
something.
look.
There's a bloody
Now here we
change.
see Max Verstappen. They've
Oh.
taken that far too wide.
Oh, poor
and now they're paying the price.
Verstappen! You see that, guys? You see what poor Verstappen just had to go through? Get the hell out of here. Like, if they actually would be like, okay, we have a push going through because we have, you know, there's too many crashes, the tyre wear and all that. I have a save. So we can come back to our final race and see if we can actually win it and deserve it. But, you know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Another crap. Like, what is just going on, man? What is happening?
There's been a crash. Sounds like a single
Safety car
car.
deployed, safety car deployed.
Are you freaking kidding me?
So Verstappen crashed.
Verstappen's out too? I'm not. We're staying out. We're not pitting. I should do this though. Yeah, no.
We've just had a crash on the track.
Let me actually
Let's have a
watch
look.
that. They've
Now
actually
we've
took
seen Max
Verstappen out
Verstappen.
too?
Clearly, something went
Later.
very wrong there.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. What is this game doing? What is this game doing? I mean, we still have a chance. If we can take Perez out. You know what? Just crash Perez too, man. Crash him. No one cares.
So the safety car is in this lap. The safety car is in this lap.
Go for it.
Alright, let's attack. See if little old Norris can do anything here. Okay, we're drained, it's fine. Let's just go back to standard. How are we looking? It's not awful. We can still push, actually.
DRS is enabled.
Okay, so Norris is dropping now. Dropping a lot.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
Sainz is almost a second behind now. And why? Who knows? We're pushing. Let's drop this to standard. DRS is disabled. Do we have another safety car? Like, what on earth is happening? Where are we? We're going to be pitting in 6 laps. Safety car
Safety
deployed.
car deployed, safety car deployed. Okay, drive to the delta, drive to the delta.
Confirm.
I've got 6 laps. I'm not pitting
They
yet.
crashed out.
This race is insane. It would have been a good race if we were in it so we could watch all the action. But I don't know what's going on. Can we get rid of Perez too? Just get rid of Perez. If Perez can like, why is Perez chilling up there in first? How is Perez having the time of his goddamn life up here? Get him out of the race! Get him out of the race! It looks like he's trying to go one stop too. If he's at 80% and we're at 52%, I mean, we are going to be pitting, but we're going to be coming out in about 6 laps on a nice set of mediums. So safety car ends this lap, safety car ends this lap.
So safety car is in this lap, safety car is in this lap.
Confirm.
Okay. Still got a while to go though, right? Do we attack again? Let's actually have a little watch, shall we? Let's have a little gander. What tires? Everyone's on hards, right? Yeah. You know, I'm bored. Speed it up. Our final race. Enter the pit window. Good for us. We're second behind Sainz.
DRS is enabled.
We're gonna pit. But we're not pitting yet. We're pitting when we said we were. There's another safety car! Is it Perez? No, of course it's bloody not. We're gonna have to pit now. Yep, I get it. Out you come. Norris is out in 6th. That's pretty good.
We've had a crash.
Signs. Well, it's signs.
What happened
This
there?
race has been
Let's have
nuts.
another look.
What is
Signs
going on
is
with this
okay,
game? Same thing Verstappen did.
Off,
Ooh.
and a big off.
Shit. Same things Verstappen did.
That's
Why?
going to be a big blow to the team.
Why are all these people coming out except for frickin' Perez? Look at all these people that are out. And Perez is sitting here like, you know, he's having the best time. He's having the time of his life. Look at him. He's on hards, though. We are now on a brand new set of mediums. So, you know, let's see what we can do. Alright, I get it. Why aren't we harvesting? Still got one more lap with the safety car, right? Good. Okay. Alright, let's watch. Come on. Can you imagine what an absolute just insanity this race has been? I mean, I'm still pissed that we were in first and Russell got kicked out. I'm still mad that Perez is up there on his little high horse, just chilling like there's no tomorrow. Like, how are we not overtaking? And I'm mad that we've got such terrible engine damage. Look at this, man. Where is that again? Show me that. Everything is almost destroyed on his car. Nice attempt. You'll get him next time. No, we bloody won't. Standard. Neutral. Let's speed this up a bit, because we're all bored now.
DRS enabled.
Alright,
DRS
well,
enabled.
go do something about it. How about that? Good job on the fastest lap. I mean, we're not far behind Perez, you know. If we look at leader, we're only 1 second behind Perez. How much can I push? I can still push. But we'll wait here for a little bit. Let's make sure. No, let's go and attack again. Just for a little bit here. We're dropping. We're on attack and we're dropping time.
Just had a spin.
Schumacher, what are you doing? Norris, okay.
I think there's been a lockup.
We need to conserve here a little bit. Our problem is we have a janky ass little freaking engine now. Alonso's taking us again. If only, I mean, Perez can't win. He's gonna win, but he can't win. Can
And
someone
McLaren
take him?
with a great overtake.
Can someone please, Hamilton? Please, there we go. Perez, what just happened to Perez? He's gonna have to pit surely, but I mean, he's not going to. But what's going on? I thought he span out. He hasn't spun out. Come on, now we need to take Perez. Guys, we could still win this. Can I just take a moment of silence? We can still win our championship. This has been an absolute disaster of a race. And I still think this game is biased as hell. But they've took out Russell, Verstappen, Sainz. And now Norris is right on him, and he has hard tyres. We need to be careful with ours. We've got how many laps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 laps.
And that's the lockup.
We got 7 laps here. You bet your ass cheeks, the last 2 laps we are pushing, and we are pushing hard. We're going to go fuel, we're going to go ERS, we're going to go full pace. We are going for it. We are going for it. He shouldn't get away. DRS is enabled. We should be able to catch him here. We just need Norris to beat Perez. That is all we need. Perez, it's your turn to spin off. Come on. Everyone else has done it. Everyone else has spun off. Stop being boring. I'm literally... Everyone's done it. We're all doing it. You know you want to give it a little try. You should pit. You should pit. You should pit. Perez, you should go and have a little pit stop. Change the little tyres you've got on there. Change your little tyres. You know you want to. You're on hard tyres. Come on. And Hamilton. Both of you guys. Change your tyre. I mean, look at us from the leader. We're only a second behind the leader. Like, they're all in front of us. All 3 of them. Why can't they have a little crasheroonie like we did? And how are we so far behind all of a sudden? Like, what just happened? Did you guys just see that? We were all a second behind, and then we were like 3 years behind. This is just insane. We cannot have Perez win. But Perez can also not beat Norris. Perez cannot beat... Norris has to beat Perez. Norris has to beat Perez. We're dropping behind now. We've got 5 laps to go. Lewis! Lewis! Get ahead of the old man! He's got hard tyres! You've got... Oh, you do too. Well, shit the bed. Come on! Norris, you have a chance at this. You have a big, fat, stinking chance at this. We just got to manage your tyres. Oh! Leclerc's pitted! He's out of the race! Why is Perez not pitted? Okay, the 2 people in front of us... Perez is now in first, though, which isn't great. Okay, he's still only 0.4 seconds ahead of me. They both have hard tyres. I have medium tyres. This is a possibility, guys. This is insane, but it is a possibility. DRS, for some reason, we can't keep up with them. I'm like trying to tell him to go this way. He's like on his way to McDonald's or something, Norris. Get your ass back in the race. We're at 38% tyres. These guys are both on hard, so they're going to be chilling like a villain. We may end up losing because our tyres could completely just get destroyed. We're going to try and hold out until we get to the end, and then we'll push. But it is a big possibility that our tyre wear here completely ruins our race. But it doesn't matter. We've come this far. We've come this far. I would just hope that Perez doesn't win. That's all. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? Why can't I get him with bloody DRS? Why is it these two just fighting each other? Again, I have soft tyres. Yes, they're a little worn, but they're not in the position yet where they would be like well and truly worn. They should still be fighting these guys. Where's DRS? Why didn't we have DRS there? Alright, do we start pushing now? Push on that. Deploy on that. We got 2 laps to go. Perez cannot win this. Perez cannot win this. Listen, Mercedes, if you have to do it, but I do not want Perez to win this.
Stay
Alright.
close.
We're giving it everything on this last lap, guys. We're giving it everything we've got. And we still... They're on hards. This shouldn't be the case. Come on, please.
Sounds like we've had a spin.
Just beat Perez. They shouldn't be able to outmaneuver us on hards. Why did you go behind? For fuck's sake. They shouldn't be able to outperform. It doesn't matter, just go. Fuck.
Perez has crossed the line first.
He shouldn't have. There's no way in real racing. My tyres weren't at the point where they were slowing us down when I pushed there. There's no way. With us using deploy, we had deploy, we had push for the fuel, we were basically doing a qualifying lap there. We were doing a sprint lap. And Perez should not have won that. I think Norris should have won that.
That is the checkered flag.
Absolute bullshit.
Thank you, everyone.
Absolute bullshit.
Lando Norris can be proud. What a fantastic performance from him.
Can you believe we were winning that race with Russell and then they kicked us out? That was an insane race, though. The amount of people that got...
Deserving of a podium. Everyone must be ecstatic.
No, Perez shouldn't have won. It's plain and simple. With those hard tyres, he just shouldn't have won. Perez should not have won. Even if Hamilton would have won, we would have won Constructors. If Hamilton won that, we would have won Constructors. The last race. If Norris would have won, he also would have won the entire... That last little few laps is what decided the entire thing there. Absolute BS. We should have won. Norris should have won, and McLaren should have won. Easy as that. 100%. Wasn't a difficult... Shut your... Refurbish. Refurbish. Anything else? Absolute bullshit. Driver changes. We have no driver changes. What are you talking about? Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. So guys, this, and then you just start the next season. Is that what happens? That was our F1 Manager 2022 season. I mean, that last race was our season in a nutshell, to be honest with you. We should have won Constructors. We should have won our driver too. Norris should have won that race, in my opinion. I don't think that last race... I mean, we were on mediums, they were on hards. We were pushing. We gave it everything we had. We probably should have started pushing 2 laps out instead. But, you know, our tire, it's, you know, there's not much we could have done. But we should have won. I mean, the game literally crashed our car in like the first 10 laps. It's just, I don't know. That was a close finish. Like I say, I've saved it, so we still have this. I can still do this race again, but I kind of don't even want to. I feel like that's just cheating. What am I going to do? Keep doing it until I win? But I do think that race should have been ours. I think this game, the new update is just, it's just ruined it for me. You know? It hasn't been as fun. Not that it's because I'm not winning, I just, the whole thing, I mean, crashing every race is getting tiresome. It's not realistic. And it was just crashing all the time. And that was the last race. And we came second. It is what it is. I hope you guys have enjoyed, for those of you who've been following. I know it hasn't been the most popular series on my channel, but I just honestly wanted to do it. I love F1. And I was really loving this game. And I wanted to at least finish a full season. And I know there's a few people that have been following along every single video. So I hope you've enjoyed. It's come to a close now. If there is any updates to the game, I may come back and do another season. But as it is stands right now, there is not a cat in hell's chance I'm going to be back on this game for a while. Just it's just ridiculous, man. You can't crash every single race. That, mixed with the AI tire wear, it's just ruined it for me. But, you know, like I say, if there's any updates, I'll come back. But, yeah. I think, in all honesty, even with the issues we've had, I still think that race we should have won. I don't see how Perez on a hard tire wins that. With us pushing on tires, pushing the gas, pushing on deploy. There's no chance he beats us in that scenario, but it happened. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon with a new video. We are switching it up again a little bit. My favorite game of all time, which I've said forever. I haven't played it in years and years and years, so I wanted to go back to it and see what it's like and have some fun with it. So that's going to be coming up this week, and yeah, as soon as that's done, well, no, that's going to be, so basically this series is done now. I'm going to take a couple days off to try and set up for my new, the new videos I'm going to be working on. But yeah, I'm rambling now. Hope you guys enjoyed the series, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow with a brand new video.